I was like 6 years old, playing in the cabinet under the bathroom sink, when I spot a little tiny bug, and I get scared shitless, and I start crying hysterically, and my father rushes in. What's wrong? What's wrong? I said, it's a bug. And he looks at the little bug, and he starts yelling at me for crying. Why? Fast forward a couple decades. I'm living in Dallas, Texas, working as a copywriter at BBDO, International Global Ad Agency. And there's a bus line that is not happy with their level of ridership. So they come up with a marketing campaign. They paint all the buses pink. They put rabbit ears on the top of the front, and they have the line, "Hop aboard the bunny bus." The first time I see this, I'm crossing the street. I'd not heard about it. I see this huge pink thing coming towards me. I freeze, and I almost get run over by a bunny bus. And I'm thinking, oh my God, could you imagine the humiliation of your obit that says, Blake was a nice guy, did a bunch of good things in his life. Too bad his life was cut short by the bunny bus. A couple of weeks or a couple of months later, the executive creative director of the agency calls me in to his office, and he said, BBDO International is establishing an international exchange program with offices around the country, around the world, and you are the first person from America we want to participate. It's, oh my God, how great is that? Sydney, Australia for almost a year. Very, very cool. And so I'm planning for about a year, I'm planning my trip back to the States, and I'm thinking, you know what, I deserve some time off. I've earned it. I need a vacation for a few weeks, maybe a month. And I thought, Asia, yeah, but I know nothing about Asia. So I find a New York Times travel section. And on the cover, you won't believe this, on the cover, there's this whole story about this bus in Suao, Taiwan, that travels around a mountain on this one-lane highway, except it's two ways. And so if there's another vehicle coming towards it, this one going up has to pull over to the side. And the side is really a cliff, and it's 10,000 feet drop. And I thought, okay, if it's in the cards that I'm going to die at the hands of a bus, this is the way I want to go out. So I'm on the bus. I book everything, I'm on the bus, and it's filled with farmers and peasants, and there's chickens flying across, and there's people talking to their friends across the bus, and it's total chaos. And all I can think about is not the chaos, but the fact that to my right, there is a 10,000-foot drop, and we may fall off at any moment. And, but we didn't. We made it to the bottom. But if you ever take that exact bus, you will find my fingerprints embedded in the bar on the seat before me, okay? Fast forward a couple of years, and I'm standing back in Chicago, standing on a crowded street corner near it's Michigan and Wacker. We're waiting for the light to change. And there are all these people standing around me. And it's like, I don't like crowds. So I take a step or two into the street. And there's cars and there's buses. And all of a sudden, I feel this hand pull me backwards. And it's like, what's going on? And there's a bus that's turning, and its wheels roll right over the exact spot where I was standing. And I'm going, oh my God, is it a guardian angel? Is it my father? Who did that? I never found out. But I did learn the lesson that my father was trying to teach me when I was 6 years old. And that is, if there's a chance you may die at the hands of a big bus tomorrow, why bother sweating the small stuff today? Thank you.